Hey, it's Jason ODB, Our Lifestyle Podcast. I want to thank Matt Weathers for turning me on to Bicycle Heaven up here in Pittsburgh all week, visiting family, doing the family stuff. And Matt was like, yo, Jay, I know you like bikes. You got to come by and check out Bicycle Heaven. Tried to come on last Monday, wasn't able to make it only because of the observed holiday, I think. They were closed. Dude, I'm so excited to go in here. I heard it's mind-blowing. Like, literally, the closest place I can probably describe based upon photos I've seen online is in Tallahassee. Tony Boss Bolin told me about the car museum that's there. The guy collects old fishing lures, cars, outboard motors, pedal cars, all kinds of stuff. This place apparently could rival it, if not surpass it. Let's jump right in here. Bicycle Heaven, Pittsburgh. Look it up if you're in the area. Check it out. All right, I'm going to do this video without a gimbal. You can see it's donations only, so please donate if you can. I'll go through kind of the top section first, and then I'll do some of the lower items that you'll see. Bikes are going to be all to your left, and of course all up here. This place is mind-blowing. I just went through once with a gimbal, and this one might come out a little bit better because it's tight in here, and with the use of the wide angle makes it a little bit easier. So I'll do this first floor first, and then we'll walk through the second floor. The closest I can think that this really resembles is the museum that Tony told me to go to in Tallahassee, where the gentleman collects cars, pedal cars, fishing lures, outboard motors. I mean, he has everything. And that guy had been collecting, I think, like 70 years, 72.
Some, some of the stuff is presented
You can see all above us. I'll come back and get the display cases at the end. One thing I noticed kind of going through here is he has tons of chain guards, but also just like different things like the memorabilia stuff with things hanging. The old magazine ads. Really stuff from 70s, 80s. Plenty of stuff from the 60s. Pretty much every era is covered. I know one of our friends in Tampa, they know a guy named Rich, and Rich loves these Schwinn bikes, but to see so many in one place is really kind of just blows your mind. Vintage sign. Of course, I like these water skis. But at the end, I'll come through and show some of the display cases. Here you've got this little walkway to get upstairs. Parts for days. This, I believe, is part of the bike shop. different bikes in here. One thing that caught my eye was over here. Schwinn stuff for days, all the accessories. Here you have the old Mongoose and Myriad, Redline, and GT. Some of this stuff would be gold, brand new, of course. But look at how many forks. That's not all. Just wait. Handlebars. Kind of just a walkway. Trust me, there's a lot more to see. Here you've got the bike shop. This is where the real magic's at. If that wasn't enough, you got your action figures. So Matt Weathers was the homie from the Pacific Northwest that told me about this place, and he knows I like bikes, so he said, "Hey, you got to go by and check it out." We'll go down this way in a minute. Of course, I'm glad I did. I tried to come earlier in the week, and I think they were closed for the observance of Independence Day, and it's the last day here in Pittsburgh area, so when I went to bed, I was pretty stoked knowing that I was going to get up today and come to Bicycle Heaven, back to earth. Now I'm probably going to upload both of these to YouTube because, Moto Mac. Or wait, I know this is the old school one I remember. But I'm probably going to upload both of these because the other one was the gimbal and it wasn't using the wide angle. Here you've got an 87 dyno. Look at all of the Schwinn factory paint. Tons and tons of Schwinn products. But there's stuff like I've never even heard of, like this Monarch. Now walking through here was cool because I always talk about the 80s and the bike colors and things like that, but if you look here, this is pretty freaking awesome. Seeing all these colors. So yeah, all the 80s colors, but you think to like the 70s and stuff. I was actually just talking to the owner, Craig. Super nice guy. Talking about cars and his collection and stuff. And you can see here just the different Schwinn old school posters. He's talking about how he goes to about 5 shows a year, always wheeling and dealing. This is kind of cool. You got a pinball machine. You got the Fonz Happy Days bike. So many chain guards. Toys. Little sneak peek. I'm gonna walk through here and do a little bit. That's kind of the, I'd say, back entrance. You could probably walk through here 100 times and see different stuff. This is the room we were in a few minutes ago. See all the bikes above, frames. I was joking with him. I said, that's where all the Skyway mags went. And he's like, yeah, I got a lot of them. You can see up here, he said he was going to turn the train on. The train goes all the way around the purple area. You can see it actually right over there. That Diamondback dough. What I thought was cool about this man cave is like, man cave museum, whatever, it's like the literature. So much stuff. You name it, he's got it. Some is for sale, as I had mentioned. Hard to see with the glare. Owner is super nice. And we talked about all kinds of cool stuff, including just the amount of stuff he has collected. Now I'm gonna do a little bit longer of a video. Maybe it'll come out to the same length, I don't know, on YouTube. I'll put a link, and that was with the gimbal. There is January 88 BMX Plus. Hutch, world's fastest bike, 139 miles per hour. What? Here you got a Haro Master Freestyler 87. Freaking rad helmet. Pro Performer. Now this is one of my favorite sections over here. In the other video, I kind of went through all of these and named them, but the ones I could tell. But I'll let you kind of take a look. That's my favorite, probably, color-wise. Here's another one. That pinkish color. Now the other video with the gimbal, like I said, I'm still getting used to it. So this, I just wanted to kind of go through as stable as I could. Easier to get close-ups. until I get more used to the gimbal. Here you have Pennsylvania State Champ 86. Just different bikes from different eras. Here you have the Pee Wee Herman bike. Bike exhibit transports visitors through time. You can see here, Pee Wee Herman bicycle movie prop. One of 4 to exist, of 14 made, it says. You got an old school movie stand. Kuwahara. I love that there's collateral, there's, just information. This is like, for instance, the 30th anniversary Haro Freestyler, 237 out of 300. You got the Hutch Wild Style, love the colors on it. GT Pro Freestyle, Haro Freestyler, Haro Master, Haro Freestyler. You got the old school Mongoose over there with the Moto Mags, the Kuwahara, 87 Dyno Comp. Of course, you got the Dayglow Pro Performer. Here's a couple of cool things. Obviously, you can kind of see the different bikes, but this one stood out to me. You got a Mongoose team shirt. You have the collateral, call it the booklet, and this says rare 10 grand. Looks brand new. Diamondback. Mongoose, this is one I've never seen in person. Early 80s Mongoose Pro, a cross between BMX mountain bikes. Love the colors on that. The shaker. You got the Cook brothers. He explained to me a little bit about them. They were from California. I was misunderstood on that earlier when I walked through. He said that they were like at the forefront of BMX in the 70s. Some red lines, GT Mach 1, Robinson, their Crew Jones, quote, Crew Jones bike. Very similar to mine. On my other video I mentioned that's not screen accurate, which is the same as mine, and that's cool to me because they don't have to be screen accurate. Some guys like that stuff. It's obviously more expensive. Check this out. The Predator. Okay, this was pretty cool. I thought I saw this earlier. This freak of nature was found in rural Ohio on a farm. This is the only place to see two bicycles in a tree, a 1930s Dayton and a 1960s Schwinn. Reminds me of the Tree of Shame at Extensive Metal Works. But these are actually cool bikes. So yeah. Here you have this little glow room. It's easier with the wide angle to kind of get all of this motion activated. Plays a little song when you kind of come in here. Pretty cool. Pittsburgh's first BMX race team that was donated. Schwinn, Schwinn, Schwinn for days. A few more things I'll show you up here and then we'll go back downstairs. Again, there's going to be 2 videos I do. I think the one where I took the gimbal, I spent a little bit more time on that one, but I'm kind of running out of time. Here you see super rare Beatles bike made for Capitol Record. Yellow Submarine. Some pretty cool rare stuff in here. A couple other. Here you got the Skyway. And the other Skyway, I believe it is, with the green. Check Check out the boxes up there. Crazy. Kennywood. See all the mags in the middle above us. Stroker. Get a Rad hat in here. Lots of. Here it says many bikes, parts, and most of the items and display cases are for sale, which is a lot of this. I was talking to him about these bikes. Again, they look brand new, other than maybe the tires. The chrome is awesome. Nice high-end crank. See all kinds of gold stuff in there. Gold is in awesome. This will tie into when I walk out later, talk about these bikes a little bit.
Okay.
We'll do one more pan shot here from where I just walked from. It's definitely BMX heaven. Well, bicycle heaven. This is the owner I talked to a little bit ago. Craig, super nice guy. Kind of see here. Back downstairs, I'll show you the display cases. If you like this video, leave a comment, like, consider subscribing. Last couple things I'll show you guys are these display cases. Look at all the Playboy magazines. August 71. With a bike on the cover, of course. Pew, pew. Love how they're all hanging. Go around this side. There's pretty much something here for everyone, and it's donations. So when you come to the front door, if you can, leave a donation. My family's got some of these from the old telephone pole lines. Pretty cool stuff. Some Marilyn Monroe items. So before I do the wrap-up video, I just wanted to mention here, Bicycle Heaven is the only place in the world to have 4 Bowden Spacelander bicycles. They look similar to the ones that were upstairs, but I don't know a lot about those bikes. This is how I noticed it was the owner walking around. I saw a little article there. And then even on your way to the restroom, a lot of motion lights. I won't go all the way in the restroom, but I'll show you some of the posters. Look at how the advertising's changed over the years. Now bikes are marketed towards younger folks, seems like. All right, that's gonna wrap up the main video from inside here at Bicycle Heaven. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, so there you have it, the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As I mentioned earlier, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, consider subscribing. I talked to Craig for a while, that's the owner. I mentioned that a couple of times during the video, and he was a super awesome guy. Actually, I was joking with him about the trucking magazines. He's like, oh, you can have them. I'm like, nah, man, I'm not here to take your stuff. But old school car guy. He's actually agreed to maybe come on he actually agreed to come on the podcast, which I think is awesome. And just got a chance to understand a little bit of his mindset on collecting all this stuff. But truly, Matt Weathers, thank you for telling me to come out. Great experience, unbelievable place, and just hopefully you guys enjoyed it. All right, on to the next one.